Sneaker Watch, what's up? This is Vlad, CEO of SneakerWatch.com, and today I bring you the top 10 sneakers of 2014. Now, there's a lot of very cool sneakers that came out this year, but these are all sneakers that I bought myself, that I've worn myself, that I think really just stand out more than some of the other dope kicks that came out this year. So, without further ado, let's start with number 10. This is the Kobe 9 Snakeskin. Now, originally this shoe came out as an Instagram post from Kobe's wife. Everyone went crazy, and then out of nowhere, it dropped in a very, very limited quantity. Shout out to Packer Shoes for getting me a copy of these, a pair of these, that is. And when they first came out, they were super, super rare. When I would wear them out, everyone would lose their mind. But then Nike went and re-released these like 3 weeks later on Nike.com, and there's a million pairs. And, you know, it kind of took away from the mystique of this very exceptional shoe. So had this been more of a limited quantity like it was originally supposed to be, I would put this up higher in the list. But since it's not, then I would make it number 10. Okay, and in the number 9 position, we have the Jordan Future Green Glow. Now, there's a ton of Jordan Futures out on the market right now. Every color, you know, different types of soles. They have sort of like a 3M material, you know, everything else like that. But these right here were one of the first 2 colorways to release. It was this and the red bottoms. Now these have the green glow on the bottom, the glow in the dark. And as everyone knows, Jordan 11 has, the Jordan Future has the Jordan 11 soles. Very cool shoe. I love this colorway more than really all the other millions of colorways that came out. You know, a lot of people still consider this one of the best futures to come out. And, you know, a very cool everyday shoe. I wear it all the time. I always wear it when I take flights. You know, hopefully Jordan will kind of slow down on the whole future thing, but probably not. Okay, number 8, we have the Air Jordan 3 Sport Blue. Now, when this came out, it didn't really sell out instantly like I thought that it would. You know, it is somewhat similar to the black cement gray, you know, Jordan 3, which everybody loves. You know, a lot of people could put these in their top 5 list, sometimes even number 1. I thought this was a very slept-on colorway. You know, this is actually the only shoe that I bought 2 pairs of because I knew that I would wear it to death and I would essentially, you know, eventually wear it out. You know, a great everyday shoe, excellent colorway. You know, the one thing I don't like is that the tongue kind of has, I don't know, sort of a kind of a synthetic kind of material. Like, you know, if you're familiar with the Jordan 3, they have sort of a leather tongue. And, you know, had it had the leather tongue, I think it would have been a little bit higher in the list. But overall, a very cool shoe. And, you know, since Jordan's not coming out with any 3s in 2015, which they recently announced, you know, I'm holding on to this as long as I possibly can. Excellent shoe. Okay, so number 7 is the Jordan 6 Black and Infrared. Now, this was one of the biggest releases of the year. Everyone lost their mind completely over this shoe. You know, the one thing I didn't really love about this shoe is the infrared on it. You know, had this been like a sport red, I think it would have been, you know, just a lot nicer of a shoe. You know, and the material is also a little bit different this time around. It kind of scuffs easily. I haven't actually worn this pair yet. But, you know, definitely one of the biggest releases of the year. You know, an all black Jordan 6 is always going to do crazy. Excellent release. You know, can't wait to wear it out. You know, at this point, it's still new. Okay, so number 6 is the Supreme Foamposite. Now, a lot of people call this the Versace foams. You know, this was a very, very, very limited release from Supreme. It sold out in like 2 seconds. It came out of nowhere. People have been hyping it for the majority of the year when it came out. Just as an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous shoe. You know, Supremes have sort of been known to kind of go really overboard with the colorways. You know, having really weird colorways that a lot of people don't like. You know, Foamposite definitely has had a few bricks this year. You know, if you look online, you'll see the Foamposite Volts sitting on the shelves. The gray foam posits are also sitting on the shelves. The New York Knicks, colorway foam posits didn't really do big numbers, but these Supremes right here were absolutely gorgeous. And if you look, you'll see Supreme right there on the side of the shoe. Very dope shoe. Whenever I wear this out, people lose their mind, and that is why I picked this as the number 6. Now, number 5 is Pow, the Jordan 11 Legend Blue. Now, this was by far the biggest release of the year. I heard that Nike sold about 500,000 pairs of these. The resale value on these is crazy, like everyone expected. And this was followed by last year's release of the 11 Gamma. This is an original colorway. I think the last time this came out was 2001. So people have been waiting 13 years for the shoe to come out. It's an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous shoe. I'm not thrilled at the whole all-white thing. I mean, this thing's going to get unbelievably dirty, unbelievably quick. But you really can't take away from how beautiful this shoe is. And this is why I gave it the number 5 slot. At number 4, we have the red Spizike 6s. Now, this is called the Spizike because it uses the same colorway as the original Air Jordan Spizike, which was the Mars Blackman / Spike Lee collaboration. But really, this was also called the history of Jordan for a very long time. Now, this is really a very standout shoe. If you take a look at the leather on this shoe, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just an absolutely beautifully made shoe. And, the full grain leather on it is really not like anything I've really seen on the Air Jordan 6. There are other great Air Jordan 6s that came out this year. There was the Sport Blue, which I got. There was also the Carmines, which are very cool, that I got also. But I really feel that this one right here really stands out as, a shoe that, doesn't really come out. It's a very rare kind of shoe to come out. And, just the quality alone really puts it ahead of everybody else. The Reebok Bapes Instapump Furies come in at number 3. The Reebok Bape Meta Instapump Furies. Now, Bape has always been a very kind of iconic brand. And, the way they really put this together with the Reebok Instapumps is really something special. This was a very, very limited edition shoe. Shout out to Packer Shoes for getting me these. And, it's just something that you don't see very often. The Bape print on it really makes it extremely dope. And it really is just a very comfortable shoe on top of that. It's something that, I never wear socks with. It has the, the neoprene sock built in. And as you could see inside, it's got the Bape logo on the inside. And, this is just a shoe that, the rarity of it and the overall design of it really puts it as one of the top releases of the year. And this is why I gave it number 3. Okay, now number 2 is Pow, the Air Jordan 13 Black Gym Red. Now, in a year where everything that was remotely red was infrared, it was so nice to see Jordan actually do a gym red version of one of their shoes. Now, this is just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful shoe. Now, if you remember recently, there was a similar 13 that came out that, the body was a fabric, I believe like a reflective 3M fabric, but keeping this all leather like this really kind of makes it really a standout. This absolutely beautiful shoe. One of my favorite shoes to wear these days. And just the classic color scheme of it makes it the number 2 shoe of the year. Okay, so we get down to the number 1 shoe of 2014, according to Vlad. Drum roll, please. Dum, dum, dum. Pow! Now, this is actually the second Supreme Foamposite that I'm putting on the list. But this right here, the black Supreme Foamposite, is an absolutely breathtaking shoe. Whenever I wear this shoe, people lose their minds. Everyone from celebrities to, people who just pass by always stop me and just wonder what this shoe is. This is absolutely gorgeous. The resale value on this thing is insane. And if you take a look, like here is the red Supreme Foamposite. It's kind of a slightly different yellow on these. You know, the red Foamposite is kind of more of a gold yellow in the leaf, and this is really more of like a yellow. You see what I'm saying? This is a little bit more of a reddish yellow, and this is really more of a goldish yellow. So this shoe right here is absolutely beautiful. You know, I feel very lucky to have a pair of these. You know, Supreme is hit and miss. You know, everyone loses their mind over Supreme just because of how rare they always are. But this right here is, you know, to me, the greatest sneaker collaboration Supreme has ever done. Hopefully I won't wear this out too badly because I'll probably have to cop another pair for an obscene amount of money. If you get a chance to get, you know, to get your hands on one of these, absolutely do so. In person, these are absolutely gorgeous. So that's about it. This is DJ Vlad signing off from Sneaker Watch, the top 10 sneakers of 2014.